This is the review of the 2015 Audi RS7. This car retails for $120,000 Canadian plus taxes, so it's about $140,000 without any options. Car looks very good. It's got an interesting paint. It's got like this pretty cool pastel-y gray. No shine in it at all. It looks kind of good, actually. I don't know if it's going to be in style for very long, but for now it looks amazing, especially with those 21-inch wheels. The car has a coupe-ish stance, which makes it more attractive than the regular type sedans, and I think it looks perhaps even better than the Panamera, but that's not hard to beat. From the side and the rear, at least. From the front, it looks like a Porsche. The Panamera looks better, but from the side and the rear, I think this car looks a bit better. From the front, it's got a nice front end. It looks like it's clawing the road. I really like the looks of this car, and those big fatty red calipers make it look sporty. The blacked out front grille is a hexagon type shape. Here they have a front carbon fiber lip. I think that's a poor design. That's going to get scrapped and it's going to cost you $5,000–$6,000 to replace. From the back though, look at the design now. What they're doing here, I see this from the BMW Grand Coupe, is they're making sedans into coupe forms and giving them a hatchback, giving them far more versatility. I mean, I love this feature. I mean, that trunk is so versatile. It folds 60/40, there's a ski trap, and also, like, if you fold down those seats, they're almost perfectly flat. Don't let the camera angle fool you, it's flat. You could stick a bicycle in there without taking it apart. I mean, it's wonderful. It goes without saying that the interior quality and fit and finish of the trunk area and the carpet area is incredible, very high quality. This rear door is less than impressive. Not sure about that. It lacks a little bit of style. However, it feels very solid, and when you close the door, it closes like a tank. Inside the rear seat, you are very comfortable. There's room for 4 people in this car. Easy, easy, easy. Very comfy, and it's a nice place to sit in. You're a little bit low to the ground, but that's okay. Here, once again, the obsession with the hexagon, or the honeycomb as Audi says it. I like the white stitching contrasting to that Audi gray. That's their color for the leather. It's amazing. Individual heated seats in the rear, individual climate control, and even you can charge your mobile devices here, no problem. So it's a good long-range cruiser. The front door is more impressive. It looks pretty good. Once again, when you close that door, it feels so freaking solid. You can see the optional B&O sound system, the aluminum-like finish, or actually it is aluminum, I think. The finish of the speaker casing, speaker grill, very nice. The interior is first class. It's all first class. It's Audi's at its best. That's what they do. They're an interior design company, really. The carbon fiber trim there's absolutely no gaps. It's a wonderful place to sit in. These seats look bolstered yet are so comfortable. Like, they're comfy, there's no pressure points. I don't know how they do that. They do that almost better than everyone else, I think, with perhaps the possible exception of BMW. Interior, when you open the car, you get the theatrics. The dials go all the way around, the heads up goes up, and the B&O tweeters go up also. Once again, look at this. Look at the fit and finish here. Are there any gaps? I see no gaps. I was unable to find any gaps. I looked around the car for like 5 minutes, nothing. Beautifully assembled. The craftsmanship is top notch. Top notch. Look at this. Look at this. They even have like the little tweeter there next to the door lock. That's, I don't know, like, I don't know where to put that in my brain. That's awesome. Needless to say that the driver has the best position. The steering wheel seems to be a little bit off to the left. Noise vibration harshness is inexistent. Very low road noise. Wonderful mouse skin here on the A-pillar and the liner. I mean, it's just quality. You're never going to touch there. You're never going to look there, but they put the quality stuff there anyway. This engine is basically an animal, right? It's 560 horsepower, and Audi famously underrates their engines. It has cylinder deactivation, and you can't feel it because I didn't feel it. So let's listen to it on the road. So driving the 2015 RS7 with a 560 horsepower engine. This is not a specs show, but I mean that number is just kind of crazy. This is a 4,500 pound car, which means it weighs over 2,000 kilograms. And it's a big car. You feel it. You feel the weight. And it's one of those things where Audi seems to have made no effort to conceal the weight. And that's okay. Even though this has an RS badge, it's not as handly as the RS5. In fact, it feels more like an Autobahn machine rather than a canyon carving machine. The suspension becomes hard if you want. You can adjust the suspension, but it's not really in its element. You know, manufacturers try the multiple suspension setting to try to like turn a sports car into a luxury car and turn a luxury car into a sports car, and it doesn't really work. There's other things that are important other than suspension stiffness. However, this car, I can resume it as it being a whole lot more Audi. So all the things that you like about Audi, you get in this car times 2, times 2.5, times 3 even. So for example, you like a nice refined torquey engine? Well, this Audi has that in spades. You like the incredible interior finish, the classy design language? Audi does that well. You want that slick exterior styling, yet recognizably Audi? Well, the exterior of this car really is good. Now I'm gonna merge here on the highway. I'm gonna try to give it a shot here so you guys can hear a bit the engine. All right. So I'm doing about, I don't know, 9 kilometers an hour. Whoa, that's something. And we're up to 13 kilometers an hour. Just like that. Oh, the little farts. You hear those farts? That's what happens when we have the exhaust in dynamic mode and the exhaust is a little bit lower. And when you lift off the pedal or you downshift it, it's gonna like pop and fart and do all kinds of like theatrics. And that's pretty awesome. I like that. Don't let the sporting looks of this car fool you. It really is an Autobahn killer. I mean, it's not like when you're driving it, it doesn't feel light on its feet at all. It feels excessively planted. On the highway, it really feels comfortable, this car. It tracks straight. There's not a lot of noise. You can hear a little bit the tires because they're low profile and they're like 20 or 21 inches. I think they're 21 inches, for Christ's sake, 21 inches. So you hear a little bit of tire noise, but it doesn't distract you from the general quality ride that you're getting. I like that they didn't go for the digital dash. They have like the speedometer and the tach in relief, and it just looks so classy with the chrome around the dials. There are absolutely no gaps anywhere in this car. It's so tightly put together. The craftsmanship is evident. Here where they have the carbon fiber trim, I've seen pinstripe design in other reviews, though the carbon fiber is very nice. You know, I don't think anybody else has really thought of that. And I go to every single car show and I sit in every single car and nobody thinks of those things. So really Audi, just a lot more Audi in this car. So therefore it is a very good upgrade. I mean, if you are in an A5 or an A4 or perhaps an A6 and you're looking to upgrade your Audi experience, you like what you have, you just want more of it, my goodness, this car is really waiting for you. If you're looking for the transporter, I'm not feeling it in this car. Yes, this car will get you from point A to point B, no problem, because of the mechanical engineering design in this car. You just don't feel like kicking the car. You just don't feel like beating the car. You just feel like driving smooth. It's luxurious. The steering wheel is unusually thin for something with an RS brand, but it feels wonderful and it feels appropriate because this is not a sports car. The leather is wonderful, perforated here on the steering wheel all around, just makes for a wonderful grip. You don't need the big fat thick steering wheel to be incredibly good to hold. The sound system, as you can imagine, plays well. Rear passengers are very well treated. They're seated a bit low, but there's plenty of room, plenty of headroom, plenty of leg room. It's a good place to be. Overall, would I recommend this car? Well, if you're an Audi lover, yes, I would definitely recommend this car because it seems to have all the intrinsic qualities that makes Audi great. That's the review. I'm gonna give a shout out to Park Avenue Audi for lending Ross this car, I should rather say. It's rare that they lend these high-level cars to the non-mainstream auto reviewers. So shout out to them.